So IGN did an interview with some Square Enix executives and producers and stuff. They were specifically talking about Final Fantasy 16. Here's one of the questions they had in regards to diversity in the game. So you already know it's going to be shit. Can we expect to see black characters in Final Fantasy 16? Or people of color, non-white characters in general? To clarify a bit more, there's been discussion around the trailer. It says they feature mostly white characters, yada yada yada. You're asking this to a bunch of Japanese guys, a bunch of Japanese game developers. What the fuck, you know? But anyway, Naoki Yoshida, producer. This is his answer. This is a difficult question, but not one that was unexpected, seeing as diversity in entertainment media has become a much discussed topic as of late, especially by the stupid Americans. The answer I have, however, may end up being disappointing to some depending on individual expectations. Basically, it talks about their design concept from the early stages of development is always historically or heavily featured medieval Europe, incorporating historical, cultural, political, and anthropological standards and everything. So, in other words, he's saying, hey, it wouldn't be realistic to have a bunch of black people running around because we're doing a European story. And that goes over, as you would expect with some of these people. Here's an answer from Kotaku, or I guess they did a story about it. Final Fantasy 16 dev has a terrible answer for why the game is so white. Yikes. And of course, PC Gamer got to get into this shit too. Final Fantasy 16 is the latest game to use the historical realism excuse to exclude black characters. Here's the problem with the historical accuracy stuff. When they want to bitch about it, it's a double-edged sword. Because you'll have the same type of people who want to bitch about this. They'll say stuff like, hey, you could believe in dragons, you could have a dragon around, but you can't have black people around? What the hell? Where's the realism? But then you turn around and if you have a character dressed provocative, like a female character, because they don't care about male nudity, is fine. But female nudity, hell no, we draw the line at that. But if you have like some character, dressed like a Red Sonja type or whatever, where she's wearing very scantily clad, basically, little bitty armor, whatever that kind of stuff, the metal chainmail bikini, and all that kind of stuff. They'll sit there and say that's not realistic. Where's your organs at, asshole? Why would you be wearing that? That's bullshit. So it's like, which way do you want it, asshole? Do you want your realism? Oh, no chainmail bikinis and stuff. But that means no black people. Or do you want your black people, but hey, we'll have a bunch of chainmail bikinis? I know it's not, either or kind of thing. But it's just fucking ridiculous when these idiots go on and on about this stuff. First of all, like I said, you're talking to Japanese developers. Those are people of color, aren't they? So if they want to make the game that they want to make, who the fuck are you to sit there and complain about it? It's fucking idiotic. It's like, seriously, just shut the fuck up and let these guys make the game they want. Then when it comes out, if people want to play it, they'll play it. And it'll do well, sell a lot, and so on and so forth. If they don't, if there's a bunch of people out there who are like, hell no, we don't need this kind of stuff, it will bomb, no one will play it, and there you go. But you just gotta sit there and run your mouth like little fucking petulant children about this stuff. It's so stupid. I get so sick of that crap. It's just idiotic. Quite frankly, let them make the games they want. You have to shoehorn black people into everything. Just like if they were making a game, which they should make games and movies about, African mythology and history and so on and such forth. But they don't, because they'd much rather just, co-opt. And when I say they, I'm talking about the liberal types and stuff. I'm not talking about, if we can get more, people in there who don't care about this kind of stuff, who are just like, hey, I want to do a story about fill in the blank. I mean, there's hundreds of African myths and stuff you could do stories on, whether it's in a video game form or a movie or TV show or whatever. There's tons of all of them out there. But will they ever do it? We know the answer to that. Hell no, they won't, because they're stupid. Again, I'm talking about the liberal types and everything. Anyway, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. I've done enough ranting on this stuff. I'll try to link this stuff in the description box for you guys and everything if you want to read it for yourself. I wouldn't really recommend it because you know what they're going to say. But anyway, thank you very much for watching and have a good one.